Let me go back, get my stream back up here. Can you hear me now? Is this thing live? Are we in the chat at all? Testing 1, 2. Testing, testing, testing. Testing 1, 2, testing. Cool. Now, why is the picture not working? Can you see me? Can you see me? Testing 1, 2, testing. Apparently you can hear me. Al says you can hear me, but you can't see me. I don't know why I can't be seen here. Holy manolies. It's enough to drive a person crazy. Okay, we'll pop that out so that I keep that over here. And then I'm going to go back to, let's see, go back here and refresh this and see what's going on with that. All right, now, okay. Holy mother of pearl. It's enough to drive a person crazy. I don't know why the sound wouldn't work. It worked on Twitch today. This is wild. Apparently, I am not the master of OBS. And now I'm not getting anything off the chat. What's up with that? I'll tell you what, if they had a list of things that people was doing wrong with trying to broadcast, I would be at the top of it. Oh, now I can't get the screen to straighten up so that I can see everything. It's giving me fits. Pop out the chat again. There we go. Got the chat popped out. My goodness. Okay, we'll get this up here and get it organized. Oh, well, well, well. Well, I'm not fine, lunatic dad. I'm having a fit. I had everything set up. Beautiful setup for OBS. And then I couldn't get any sound. And I tried everything, and I couldn't get the sound to work. So I've gone back to Hangouts until such time as I get this thing tested out working right. That's pitiful. I've spent all week working on that. Guess I'll spend another week working on it too, won't I? My goodness. Well, no, I'm not at the original place I streamed from. I mean, I'm back to Hangouts, but I was trying to stream from OBS tonight. I had a nice background, and I had titles and stuff at the top of the page, and had everything set up good with the chroma key, I thought, and all that. Now, this is disheartening. Well, I've had 2 people helping me all week, and apparently they couldn't help me. I'm so technically challenged, I don't think I can get any help. Oh, my. Yeah, it looked great. Couldn't hear a doggone thing, could you? And I don't understand why. I mean, this mic obviously is working well. I unplugged it from one port, plugged it in another port, kept shutting down, you know, thinking, well, okay, maybe I've got to reset OBS to get it to work right. So, you know, I'd drop OBS, bring my OBS back up, and still nothing. I mean, I've tried it in 3 different spots here, and it didn't want to work with it. So I don't know. Beats the dickens out of me. Oh, how's everybody else doing? Bet you're doing better than me. Oh, I spent all day yesterday working on a new modem. The old modem was giving me fits because ever since lightning struck the cable, it didn't want to work right. And it kept popping in and out on me. Sometimes it was the cable company's fault. They was working on lines and stuff. And then sometimes it was just the modem's fault. So they said that I was due for a new modem anyway. So they sent me a new modem. Now, for most people that are not technically challenged, this would have been a very quick little process where you just unhook one cable, hook another cable up, plug the thing in, let it set itself, and then you go to the computer and you put it in there for your Wi-Fi, and boom, biff, bam, pow, it works, right? Oh, not for me. No, sirree. It wasn't going to work right for me. I spent 2 hours flailing around like a fish that had flopped out of the tank. Finally gave up. I said, okay, it's not doing what it says it's supposed to do. I'm going to call the company. So I called the company, spent 15 minutes on the phone with tech support, and they had it working. I said, well, we can just do it here from our end. Why didn't they say that to begin with? Say, take it out of the box, plug everything in, and call us, and we will set it up. Instead of that, no, you're supposed to set this up yourself. Oh, for goodness sakes. So they got it working. So the modem's working just dandy until about an hour before the show, when the electric decided to glitch. Apparently somebody's hit a pole around here or something, because the sirens was going off like gangbusters. And I thought, well, is there going to be a show or not? I spent all this time working on OBS, kind of like show it off. And I bring up OBS, and then OBS isn't going to work. Isn't that just the way it goes? For crying out loud. Well, let me see who all's in the chat. I know Mrs. Elite Nuds was the first one that came in the room there, and we say hey to her. And we got Al with Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop is out there. And then let's see, it's me flailing around with the OBS not working. And Walker Outdoors came in. And yes, please smash the like button. That's, that would be at least a plus for me tonight, since I'm having so many difficulties. Then let's see here. Who else strolled in? Probably a lot of people gave up on me because they thought, is she there or not? I was in and out of here so much. My rear end sore from the door slapping me every time I left. Herman the Great says, howdy, Brenda. Good to see you in there, Herman. JD Knight's in the house. Lunatic Dad's in the house, and he's driving. And we'll say hey to him out there on the road. And let's see. Vanessa Angel Rose Creating and Sharing is in the house. Good to have you in there, honey. So we did have a few come in here tonight. I was planning on a much bigger turnout, and I was planning on a lot of things going better than they are. But hey, it is what it is. I have a new video coming out for you in the morning. I know I've been a little lax on videos this past week because I've been working on the new setup here and the lighting and getting everything set up for OBS, and that's been taking up a lot of my time. I got a new microphone and I got a new camera in the last couple of weeks here. So, we're trying to improve things. If the technology would, be a little bit more cooperative with me. Cab 7's in the house. Good to have you in there, Cab. I'm having technical difficulties this evening. It's supposed to be a real pretty background back behind me and all that, but OBS just was not going to cooperate with me this evening. Apparently, I need a guru. I'm not even going to say a tutor. I need a guru, for crying out loud. Kenneth, the fam is in the house. Good to have you in there. Yes, I put in the encoder number. That was not the problem. It was on the screen. Everybody could see me fine. The mic wasn't working with it. So I don't know why not, because it works over on Twitch. It should work over here. I mean, who knows? I think it might be YouTube just messing with me. We all know how I feel about them right now. Oh, my. But anyway, there'll be a new video coming out in the morning because I've spent the biggest part of the day working on that today. I did a road trip this morning over to Salina, Ohio, where Lake St. Mary's is, and got a little footage there that I'll put up for you. I had to put that through the editor and through the encoder and all that, so it's ready to rock. I can release that in the morning for you. And it might be another little road trip, depending on weather permitting. I got another little trip over to Ohio in the countryside. I got to deliver something over there to a friend of mine, and so I'll just take the camera with me and get a little bit more footage on that. And there should be some gardening videos coming up this week too, because I got some mulching to do, and I've got some fabric pots out there that I got to turn the dirt in, and I got to get some fertilizer put down and get things ready for the garden to go in. So try to get a little footage of that for you, and have some outdoor outings besides doing all the indoor crafting. And I'm getting closer to getting to the looms. I see them across the room over there. They're talking to me, telling me that I need to get with the program, because I got stuff on one of them I got to get off. Well, on two of them that I got to get off, and get some other projects going on those. So we'll get some of those going. Lunatic Dad says he's got a new video out too. I try to put a new one out every day. Now, this past week, that hasn't happened because there's been other things getting in the way here. But hopefully we're getting things a little closer to being under control. I'm a little disturbed about this audio issue tonight. But, hey, you know, it is what it is, and we just keep going. Show must go on, don't you know? And I'm going to plug something for a friend of mine. He's got a deal going over on his channel. It's Rebel State Sovereign. He is giving away drones over on his program. And you need to go over to Rebel State Sovereign and pull up his channel there and take a look at his drone video. It's, I think, 2 videos in. And he wants you to watch that video, and he wants you to share it and like it and be subscribed to his channel. And he's got a bunch of social media that he wants you to subscribe to. And then on his upcoming videos, if you are the first person to comment on his videos, live streams or just regular videos that he puts out, he's going to be giving away a drone to the first person that comments. But they have to meet all the criteria that he has there in the drone video. I won the drone yesterday. It was the very first one. I'm quick on the trigger, so I've got a drone coming, and there will be some videos with the drone. I have some squirrels in the neighborhood that they need a little exercise. We're going to see how fast a squirrel can move with a drone chasing it. Oh. Yeah, Walker says he knows the feeling. He's got 7 acres to mow and weed eat and getting tall quick. I've been working on that junk cars and gardening. Yeah, I did mowing last week. I mowed, and then I sold the mower. And I've got other mowers, but I don't feel like doing a whole lot of mowing. So I got out the weed killer. There's a whole lot of grass going to be dying here real soon. When I get done with all of it, there's just going to be one little strip of grass that's going to need to be mowed, because that's out between the sidewalk and the street. Everything else is mulched and going to be dead grass. I'm not fooling with it. Gardening's going to be enough for me. And let's say we've got It Is Me, Brian, in the house. I'm going to plug his channel too while I'm at it. Brian, he does a show. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Brian, but I think it's at 5 o'clock Monday through Friday Eastern time over on his channel. And he does giveaways with silver coins and different things that he's got there. And it's contributions mainly. Yeah, you give contributions there to his channel so that he's able to keep stocking the supplies. And he puts your name in for a drawing for a giveaway on some of his silver and stuff. So I'm plugging him to send y'all over there and see him. MAW, just window cleanings in the house. Good to see you in there. You do a lot of good work out there. I like your videos. Oh, technology. It's great when it works. It's a pain in the keister when it don't. I'll tell you what. Now, the drone is going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, I'm going to stay out of trouble with it. But I can see myself, as ornery as I am, getting in a lot of trouble with, with that thing. The squirrels are going to hate me. They don't like me now. Yeah, Walker, that's right. The old liquid weed eater. Cover the grass with a tarp for a couple weeks. Well, there's too much of it for that. And I'm lazy. If I'm going to go out there, I just want to do it one time. Just spray it and be done with it. It's over with. Francis's House of Spirits and Kitties is in the house. Good to see you in there, honey. And just kind of looking down through here. Technetic Beats, honey. I was trying to play your music tonight. I really was. And my audio was giving me fits. I was trying to use OBS and I haven't got something set up right, so I couldn't do it. But next week, hopefully I'll figure out what I did wrong and maybe we can come back and do it better next week. Right now, I feel like I'm lucky just to be heard after what I went through for the first, 15 minutes? Yes, I know what you mean, MAW. That's for sure. Yeah, well, I wasn't raised with computers. We had transistor radios was our technology, 8-track tape players. We didn't have computers to have to figure out. So it's all stymieing my imagination here, trying to figure out how to get all this stuff to work together. And it works one place, but it doesn't work someplace else. Go figure that one out. Pappy Pinnell's in the house. Good to have you in there, Pappy. Hope everything's going fine out your direction. It's starting to warm up here in Indiana. Temperatures got up in the 70s today for a change. It was cold this morning, though. When I took off out of here from a little road trip early this morning, it was in the 30s. And it took a little bit to get the van warmed up there on the road, but it eventually warmed up this afternoon some. Dogs were tickled to death when I let them out this afternoon. They're tired of the cold weather. What else has been going on around here? Not a whole lot. I mean, a whole lot, but not a whole lot of different things. Just, getting the lighting set up so that the green screen liked it, and getting the microphone hooked up and getting the camera set up right. And every time I do something, it seems like I got to change the direction of the camera or the lighting or something. Yeah, the little kids too. I mean, gee whiz, the little bitty kids, they understand way more about this technology and the computers and how to get everything to work together. But they're raised with it. With all the gaming and all the stuff that they're involved in, shoot, they can run rings around us as far as trying to get the technology to work and accept itself. But yeah, my microphone has been working fine. You can hear it here. It's, just doing dandy. But for some reason, it didn't want to work with OBS tonight. It was working this afternoon when I did my live stream on Twitch. Oh, my goodness. Expecting it to get up in the 90s next week. Wow. Well, in Indiana, it doesn't get in the 90s usually until about July. And then it's kind of short-lived. It doesn't stay up there very long. Maybe 2-3 weeks at most. We don't get extremely hot weather here. But in the wintertime, it'll get down 20 below or better. But I like the warm weather. And I love working out in the garden and being close to nature. It's called Portland, Indiana. I'm on the east side of the state, close to the Ohio state line. Yeah, the little kids, they can really do a lot with technology. I was just talking to some folks the other day about, think about what it was 100 years ago when, wasn't even electricity. And now look at how it is today with all this technology. And what's it going to be like in another 100 years? I mean, shoot, they're going to have flying cars and probably be teleporting like what we used to watch on Star Trek. And, we're sitting here with laptops and tablets and stuff like that. Well, shoot, they'll have little teeny tiny computers, and you just put on a pair of glasses and it'll project on a wall or something, and you might even be able to manipulate it with your mind and not even have to touch nothing. It's going to be amazing, the technology. Yeah, we are bored. Yeah, resistance is futile. Well, I can't say I'm trying to resist it. I'm trying to figure out how to get along with it. Oh, yeah, directly into your synapses. That's correct. Holograms, yeah. June Gall's in the house. Hey, June. Good to see you in there. Unfortunately, the show is not what I wanted it to be this evening. I wanted it to be OBS, but hey, it could have been OBS. You just wouldn't have been able to hear me. I tried giving you sign language. Did y'all see that? I'm doing my part. Oh, well, next week's another week, ain't it? I don't understand, how all this stuff gets along the way it does. Horse and buggy. Yep. I live in horse and buggy territory. It's, as a matter of fact, if you watch the video I put up in the morning, you'll see a horse and buggy. Because I'm right out here in Amish territory. They got signs up and down the roads saying to watch out for the horse and buggies. Technetic says, watch Altered Carbon. It's about transferring consciousness in something they call stacks. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, really. I mean, there's amazing things going on. We're in a pioneering stage as far as technology is concerned. But the Amish, they kind of laugh at us. If we go without electricity, we about lose our minds. I went without electricity for a week a few years ago during a big snowstorm. And, when everything in your house is electric, you can't cook, you can't vacuum. There's very little you can do. The lights don't work. It was winter, so the heat didn't work. Luckily, I did have backup propane, so, at least I could keep warm. And I had some flashlights with batteries and some candles, so that I could at least have a little light. But what are you going to do? There's no TV. You have a transistor radio. You can listen to the radio a little bit. You can't listen to it a whole lot unless you got a stack of batteries stacked up, because they'll run through batteries quick. And cooking, unless you know how to go out and build yourself a fire, you got you some kind of a grill or something that you can heat something up on, you're going to be eating cold food. Yeah, Al says you can cook. I have a wood and a smoker barbecue. Yeah, if you have that, if you're not prepared for it, you're reliant on technology with electricity. But yeah, the Amish just laugh at you and say, "Oh, you're without electricity, you poor little thing." And they go on. Well, I'm glad to have you back, Tech. Yeah. Are you like me? Every time you start a live stream, your phone rings? That's been going on with me here lately. Well, last Saturday or last Monday when I did my show, my cell phone decided to take on a mind of its own and rang and rang and rang the whole show. I was sitting over here with my finger as a button on the side of it where I can shut the ringer off. So I'm sitting here hitting the ringer to keep the thing quiet during the show. Today I was doing my Twitch stream and it went to ringing again. And now luckily tonight it ain't set off yet. So yet being the key word. But yeah, my phone don't ring unless I get on the air. Yep, necessity is the mother of invention. That is true. However, the Amish have avoided it. I saw one way out in the field with his team of horses. He had 4 horses hooked up to his plow, and he's plowing. One cast, one fish in the house. Good to see you in there. Well, glad you stopped by. Hope dinner's good. And Technique says, I don't usually stream from mobile, but you can put it on and do not disturb mode. I don't know if I can stream in airplane mode. Well, see, I'm just doing it on a laptop, but I've got my flip phone, my granny phone. I know I'm going to have to get a smartphone. It's in my future. I see it coming, but you know, I don't talk on the phone enough to really warrant one. The only reason that I'm getting a smartphone is because of the internet. And it's not to use it all the time on the internet, but it will, I can see benefits when the internet goes out and I need to do something on the internet, then I have that ability. My cable internet here has become very sporadic. I'm not real happy with it. However, it's still the best game in town. If there was a better way to do it, I'd go for that. But, you know, it is what it is. And if I had phone where I could do internet, then at least I could do other things besides sit here and stare at a computer that's not working when the internet's down. So oh, Ma, you leaving? He says, okay, I commented, but YouTube is screwy. Said bye to everyone. Oh, well, take care again. Well, hey, you have a good evening out there. I'm sorry there's not more of a crowd here this evening. Probably would have been if everything had been working the way it was supposed to work tonight. So we'll just hope next week goes better. Take a deep breath. I don't understand. I mean, obviously the mic works. It's working over here. Why wouldn't it work over on OBS? I have no idea. I'll have to go back and check settings and see if something screwed up over there in the settings or something on it. I don't know. Lord. All you can do is just keep trying, trial and error, I suppose. I'll have to, Al, maybe sometime this week we can work with OBS. I'll set up on private over on YouTube and do private, and we'll try to make sure everything's working with it again before I try to go live with it. Oh my goodness. Tech says, when you get a phone plan, you might look into mobile hotspot so you can also connect your computer to your mobile network. I wasn't planning to go with a plan. I'm on track phone, and I prepay for no more than I use it. I don't use $10 worth of minutes a month. So I'm figuring I'm not going to use the phone for internet that much that it'll bring it up enough for me to warrant having to pay the high prices that they want for their plans. And I hate contracts. Every time I get into a contract, something changes that I wouldn't need to be on that. And then I'm stuck having to pay for it for the 2 years or, you know, year, whatever they put the contract up for. So I hate contracts. So I'm probably just going to stay with track phone for no more than I anticipate using it. Okay, Al. Yeah. Yep. I'm not going to be on here a lot longer anyway. I mean, we got 6 watching now. So, you know, I figure we'll give it another 14 minutes. I'll be on here until 9. And then we'll shut it down and I'll try something with OBS. I don't know what. Oh, it should have been working. You guys said you couldn't hear me, so I plugged and unplugged and turned off and turned on, and did that, what, 2 or 3 times, and then I finally got figured out what I was doing wrong with the chat, and I got the chat working. I'd asked a couple people, left a couple messages for folks today about trying to get OBS to work with YouTube, and nobody answered me. So, you know, it was blind leading the blind here, trying to figure out what I was doing with it, but the audio should have worked. I don't understand that. Okay, Tech says they have unlimited, no contract mobile data plans. They're like 40, 50 bucks a month or so. Yeah, see, that's high. That's high. When you're only using like $10 a month worth of minutes, 40 or 50 bucks a month's high. And they want all that money for them smartphones, and then they want money on top of that for the data. Wow. I'm on fixed income. I'm one of those starving artists. So I try to be real careful what I do with my money. I sold some stuff out of the garage just to be able to get the setup that I got going here with the lighting and the green screen and the camera and the microphone. And I stripped the cupboard bare last year when I bought this new laptop. So I got to be real careful where the money goes. And, you know, that's 50 bucks a month, $600 a year, which, you know, if you got a good job, which I used to have a really good job before I retired. And, you know, I wouldn't have batted an eye at doing something like that. But now I'm on fixed income. So that changed things. Yeah, says just keep plugging away, Brenda. Yeah, a little bit at a time. Is it like the tortoise and the hare owl, you know, because these kids, they just zoom right into it, you know, and poof, everything just worked great, and they seem to just do marvelous. And here I am, you know, it takes me 10 years to get what they get done in 10 minutes. I used the stream key for YouTube. I guess that's what you're asking me, Mike. It's the stream key there in the first page of the thing. I mean, it was working. You all saw me. So that was not the issue. It wasn't the stream key. It's why wasn't the audio working with it. Raging John Gaming is in the house. Trying to get to 400 subs. Well, listen, I'll tell you what, I got a few minutes here, so I'm going to give you some advice. It's not all about the subs. It's about the support. Subs are easy to get. I know you're sitting there hoping you can get to 400, and you're saying, well, what's she talking about? Listen, subs are easy to get. There's a lot of channels you can go to, and you can get subs like crazy. It's the support that you need, because you don't only need the 1,000 subs, you also need the 40 billion minutes, 240,000 minutes of watch time on your videos. So you need people that's going to come and watch your videos and spend time watching them, give you view time. Make friends with people. That's the way to get your time up and get your subs. Make friends with people. You go to their channels and you watch their video. You put a like on the video. You subscribe. You hit the bell, and you leave a comment. And you say, I like your channel. I am supporting your channel. I'd appreciate it if you take a look at my channel. And don't leave links in the comments. YouTube looks at that as spam. That'll get you in trouble. And just make friends with them. Talk to them about their videos. Talk to them. If you like the way their videos look, ask them, what kind of camera are you using? If you like their audio, what kind of a microphone are you using? What sort of lighting are you using? You know, ask them about their content, where they get their ideas for the different content and things that they put out there. Make friends with these people. And when you make friends with them, then they get a little bit more supportive than just some fly-by-night that's just going to sub them and not spend any time on their videos watching anything. So that's my advice. Make friends with people. Okay, Walker says, I used my Hangout stream key for OBS the other day, and it went live, and everything works except for the camera. Oh. See, I don't know what the difference is between a Hangout stream key or, or any other stream key, because you got a stream key for YouTube and you got a stream key for Twitch. Every venue you go to has its own stream key. I use the YouTube stream key for YouTube, and I use the Twitch stream key for Twitch. So, I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe it was just some kind of a glitch with YouTube tonight. Maybe it's temporary. I don't know. I mean, if it worked over on Twitch, it should work here. It beats me. Okay, Raging John Gaming says, help me get to 400 subs. I have a gaming channel. So, if you're interested in other venues, go to other venues and talk to other people. There are people, Al is a good example, Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. He does gaming, and he also does woodworking, and he does mechanic stuff, and he does a lot of different things. So go break into the other communities and talk to other people about it. Does anybody here do gaming? Is anybody interested in gaming? Because I have a gaming channel, and, just go to making friends with people. You'll get the subs. My World in OKC's in the house. Good to have you in there. But, that's my 2 cents worth for trying to help you grow your channel. No, Tech, I didn't figure. I mean, it's working. Obviously, the audio is working with Hangouts, but it wasn't working with OBS for YouTube. It worked with Twitch this afternoon. So, beats me. We'll figure it out after the show, I guess. Al said that he'd help me troubleshoot it and try to figure out what in the world's going on with it. Happy Monday! Well, my Monday was going pretty good until the audio didn't work a while ago. He says, Brenda is smart. Listen, well, you can grow your channel quick and get you a lot of subs, but subs is not going to help you get monetized unless they're supportive. That's the key. Support is the key. You keep dropping that. Please help me get to 400 subs, Instead of dropping that link constantly about help you get to 400 subs, if you just go to the other channels that's here, if you put your mouse over top of their comments, you'll see 3 dots come up over on the right-hand side, and you click on that, it gives you a little menu, and you can go to their channels. When you go to their channels, check out their videos, see if they have content that you'd like to watch, that you could support, and watch one of their videos. I mean, you can pop the chat out and keep the chat up there on your screen long after the show goes off, and you can just go down through everybody that's in the chat and go to checking their channels out. And if they got content that you like, then go to talking to them. Leave them some comments on their videos and make friends. That's what's going to help you. I mean, my point is, dropping the hashtag, please help me get to 400 subs, is just basically wasting your time. I don't care. I mean, you can drop it in there until your fingers fall off, for all I care. But I'm just telling you that your time would be better spent going to the channels. These are good supportive people that come into my chat room. And if you go to their channels and you like what they've got, then, talk to them about it. And sub up to them. Let them sub up to you. Lady Dice Slots is in the house. Good to see you in there. Thank you. Giving me a thumbs up and some support. Good to have you in there. Palali is in the house. I hope I came close on that. I'm not real good with some of the names and things that come through, but hey, I appreciate you being here. Works hard for MK3 just strolled in. Good to have you in the house. Like I say, things did not go as planned here this evening. It was supposed to be on OBS, real pretty background, and had titles at the top of the page and all that. My audio wouldn't work with OBS on here. So I don't know what. I had to go back to Hangouts. So taking Brenda back to kindergarten. Oh, my goodness. But they say this is how we learn. So maybe I'll learn something out of all this. I don't know. Yes, please smash the like button. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. Now we're up to 10. I'm going to be leaving in 3 minutes. My goodness. The first part of the show was a little rocky. Hopefully next week it won't be that way. Yes, and Becky's Texas Wood Shop's in the house. Good to have you in there. Remember, mods need love too, so don't forget to sub to your mods. Bust up, bust down, all that kind of thing. And you can pop out the chat, keep the chat up after the show. Make sure you go through there and get everybody and support each other's channels. That's very important, the support. When you go over there to their channels and you hit that red subscribe button, right beside it, there's a bell. And when you click on that bell, a little parentheses come around it, and that means that you'll get notifications every time they put a show up. And every time you ring a bell, somebody over at YouTube wets the bed. So be sure you ring the bell. Tex says, if I make a recording on OBS, and AV is good, it should stream with the same settings. Are you clicking on the stream now for OBS on YouTube? Well, I tried that tonight. Yes, I was streaming. Everybody could see me, but my audio did not work with OBS. And I tried several times. I plugged into different ports. Nothing seemed to work. I dropped OBS, brought it back up, and no. And so I gave up, and I just came on with Hangouts because I'd rather do a show where you can see and hear me than sit there for an hour when I'm just giving you hand signals. Oh, my. So, you know, until I can figure out what this issue is there that it didn't like my audio tonight. Well, yeah, sometimes you got to try something different there to get everything working better for you there, Becky. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. I said I had a surprise for everybody tonight, so now even I was surprised. Did I try recording video instead of streaming? And if I did you hear audio in the video playback? Well, I didn't try to play it back. I was live. I mean, I was here doing the show. I had to stream, you know, let's stream. And everybody could see me. They couldn't hear me. So there, you know, there was no time for trying to play anything back. I was trying to be on the air. I'll probably have to go and delete some video after a bit of all the live streams that I had going that didn't work. I don't know what'll be on my channel when I get over there and take a look at it. Big conglomerated mess. Oh my. But listen, I appreciate everybody that showed up tonight and that, you know, put up with me. I make people show up just to see what is this idiot going to do next. Yeah, you missed the fun part because I was in and out of here. My fanny is black and blue from the door smacking me every time I had to go out and come back in trying to get things started right. I don't know. What was it? 5 or 6 times I was in and out of here. I could see the off and on. I could see the chat, and people are typing in the chat. She's gone. And thinking, oh, don't go anywhere. I'll be back. Oh, shoot. But yeah, we lost a lot of people right there in the beginning of it because I'm sure they thought, well, she's gone. This isn't going to work, or they got tired of trying to watch. Saying, she here, she's gone. She's here, she's gone. Where's the show? Oh well. Well, I'm learning tech. I'm learning. I'm not even sure I know how to do that, but hey, little by little. But there's people that know how technically challenged I am, and they say, how in the world did you ever get on YouTube? And they say it just like a big question mark over their head. How this happened? Oh. And Akram has come in. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but hello to you. Glad to have you with us. I'm about to sign off. I've been on here flailing around for the last hour, having all kinds of technical difficulties, but hey. And the Click stopped in. Good to have you in there. Thank you for stopping in. Please leave a like on it. I appreciate it. Check out everybody in the chat. Pop out the chat so that you can keep it after the show and go through. A lot of supportive channels here. Make friends with everybody. So with all that being said, I think I'm going to be signing off here. And I'll type something there in the chat for everybody. Just so. Got my little insignia on there. Because I don't know if what I typed in the beginning is still up there or not. Yeah, it's still up there on my screen. But there you got it again. And if you're not subbed up to me, be sure and hit the red button. Check out my Patreon and my Etsy and my Twitch and Twitter and Instagram. All those URLs are in the description of the video. And go over and check out Rebel's deal where he's giving away the drones. Because I won one. I got the very first one. So I'm waiting for it to get here, and I'll do a reveal on it video. And then you can watch me chase squirrels with it. White Charlie stepped in. Say hey to you. Good to have you in the house, but I'm about to leave. So I hope y'all enjoyed my technical difficulty challenge that I had going on this evening. And hopefully next week will run a little bit smoother. With all that being said, Brenda's crafty. Be like Brenda. Night, everybody.